Go ahead and get this thing started. So today, what is this? Today I am trying to do something about these ends that's driving me crazy. Freezy fried. Look at it. Look like some overcooked French fries. They get really hard and you can't eat them. Well, so far I am 5 months in. Yeah. 5 months in. And I did my retie August 1st, the first week of August. And here it is, about 15 days in. And it's looking kind of bushy up in there, but still pretty solid. Why does it look a little bald right there? Still pretty solid. Why does my screen keep wanting to cut off? Let me see. Pop on my little. Alright, so yeah, I am curling my MicroLocs with these little flexi rods here. I've done this style before, but I'm just doing this to keep me from keeping my hands in my hair. Right down the middle. To two. And then roll this part and that part. So, really quick, I just take some little wrap lotion. Apply it to the locks. And then the main things I want curls so they don't look so dry. And I do plan on, in my last live video, I think I spoke about redoing the top of my locks because, with the top part of my head, because this is the only part that I colored. I didn't color the back. And so I wanted to redo the front so that the front would look like the back. The back is still pretty curly. Really quick. And I want to just make it look like something till I can get to that. So I can get to that part where I start revamping it. I'm just gonna pull a couple from the back because I'm lost. Like, why does my screen keep on the time out? Now, the reason why my video is titled I Regret My Locks, I don't really regret them because I love them. I regret coloring the ends of the locks. If you go back on my page, I believe I posted some shorts of me using the L'Oreal High Color with some 30 volume developer, and I colored the ends because I was just so desperate for a pop of color. It was springtime and I had all black hair, and I kind of hate all black hair, but I understand that natural hair color is healthy, but I wanted to be different. So I was convinced by myself to go ahead and color the ends, and I loved it. At first, the ends of it was not as dry looking. I don't know if me washing it did this or just over time. the color just, you know, got dry like it normally does with natural hair. So it makes my ends straight and scraggly looking, and I hate that. So what I am on a mission to do is because I only did the ends of it. Take the hair down to where that last piece of hair I added on the ends of the MicroLocs. These are extensions, by the way, if you didn't know. The last piece of hair I added to the ends when I was getting to the length that I was achieving. I'm gonna take that part down, which is like up to here. Which here is some of the hair from some of the braids that I took out. So these are like the end pieces. So about that much. Take it out. Replace it with fresh new hair that actually is curly and soft and all that good stuff. And then go from there. Because if I try to color these ends black, the damage is already done. They're not going to bounce back like I want them to. And so that's what I'm going to do to revamp them to my liking. Okay. I have been seeing a lot of controversy regarding locks and curly ends. And my opinion on that is do what floats your boat. So if you're like me and want to have curly ends, then get your curly ends. If you want to have extensions, then get your extensions. If you want to have bleach locks, I wouldn't advise it. I would not advise bleach locks. None whatsoever, because bleach ruins the hair as if it does your natural hair. So, but, I mean, it's your hair, you're going to do what you want to do anyway. So, do whatever you please, but just do your research and be cautious that your locks will not ever look the same no more. So, here's the back. The back is pretty curly and all that good stuff. I rolled the back so I wanted to all be tight curled. So some of the pieces in the back, like these are short. I'm gonna add more hair to make it all one length. It is pretty full. When I did the locks, I had 315 and I've been combining, so I probably am at about 290 something. So I probably took out about 15 of them, give or take. Let me just split this in the back, down the middle, and then we're gonna roll up each side, about 4 or 5 of these. So yeah. I keep getting all these emails. Oh my goodness. My bad, I'm just running my mouth. So yeah, basically I'm just going to take the ends out, redo it, call it a day. I was contemplating on starting over with the top and just taking all the hair down over a course of like 2 weeks or so and just redo it from there. But who got time for that? School is in, I gotta work. So I don't want to be taking off, taking all that time to do my hair when I have, errands to run, school pickups, drop off, appointments and stuff. My kids got appointments coming up. So I don't want to have to walk around with no bonnet because I hate that. Honestly, y'all, I don't even wear a bonnet. I have a bonnet. I wore it maybe the first 3 weeks when I got these, when I had it myself. I wore it for the first 3 weeks and then that thing came off. I don't know. I never did like sleeping with a headscarf. Maybe when I was younger because them hairstyles had to last. When I was younger going through school, because once again, who had time to keep getting hair done over and over? Especially during the era of the weaves and the wraps and all that. So yeah, I had headscarves and bandanas and stuff then that I used to sleep with to keep my hair fresh for school, but Now that I'm grown, I ain't got time for that. So I just go sleep with my pillow. My pillow does have like a little satin top on it, so I guess that kind of helps. Okay. But yeah, I did think about taking these out and starting over. But I'm just gonna revamp from what I already have and just go from there. I have been combining the ones in the front because I did make the ones in the front super duper small. As my hair grew, I had to do my reties, and the integrity of that hair was just getting, it wasn't getting thin, it was just feeling like it was weak. So I took them down before they broke and just combined it to the one next to it, and it's pretty good so far. I need a little more. I'm just gonna spray a little water on it, wet it up a little bit. And this will be dry. I'm gonna keep them in all night. Later on, it's 106 degrees outside, so I'm gonna go outside and sweep my yard up for my husband mowed the lawn earlier. I'm gonna go sweep the little grass clippings up, and I'm gonna let my hair just damn near blow dry outside. I'm gonna go over some quick tips for those who are starting their MicroLoc journey. Some things that I wish I would have understood because I did do my research. I did know what I was doing, what I was getting myself into, and all that. I just wish I would have had these little tips that would have helped my installation and my process better. Number one, and these are for the girls that are going to go the MicroLoc extension route. The hair I used is from Etsy. Etsy has some very good hair, very good quality hair that that's very like manageable, soft, but it's kinky at the same time. So you're able to do your twists or whatever. I chose the braid lock install method, but you're able to do your twists, your braids, and you're able to even do traditional lock extensions with them too. The hair does have curly ends, and you're able to dye it and all that, bleach it and all that good stuff. But one thing I wish I would have known was when I was doing my grid to match the hair thickness and the density with my hair thickness and density, because I didn't do that. I'm used to installing Kanekalon hair. So I just installed it with little pieces of hair, but some of the pieces of hair that I used was too big over my hair that I had part and sectioned out. So when my hair grew out, you could see a little knot. Let me see if I can find one. Like mostly in the front, because I did the front smaller. The back, my hair is thicker, so not so much. The back, yeah, these all look seamless. Like you can't see a knot where the hair was added. Can't see it really, but the front you can, because I made those a little bit smaller. And I ended up having to combine those small ones that was where you can see the knot at the line of demarcation of where the lock started, the extension started, and my hair met. So I had to go ahead and combine those ones. But I wish I would have paid more attention to that when I was installing. I was going for a full look, so I wanted them as small as possible. And once I got to the end, so I did the front first and then did the back last. Once I finished it, it was cute. It was, it was all pretty and stuff. And then the first couple months, you know, your hair grows slightly. And since these parts were smaller, my hair grew, but not as fast because the hair was smaller. It was, you know, parted off smaller. So I had, my phone keeps blinking out. So I had some spots where the hair was really thin at because, you know, I was trying to put all these locks in my hair, trying to go for a certain thickness. I was focusing on having over 300 that I had to like squeeze it in. So a lot of the hairs that was kind of already a little sparse, I just added or divide that and added more hair. But now that I'm 5 months in, I'm noticing like, okay, the goal is to get healthy hair, not cute. I was gonna stay with cute hair. I could just stay with the extensions, the synthetic extensions, and kept them in for about 6 weeks. Took them out, revamped the front, and kept it moving. Right? Well, no, I wanted to go permanent, so that's what I did. So that's one thing I wish I would have gauged was the parting and the actual amount of hair that I used to add to my hair. And this back one is not tight enough. So let me see. Make sure it's nice and tight. Another thing is the coloring. I would have never colored it if I could have seen this being the result in the future. I would never colored the front. I would have kept it black. Something told me to leave it all one color, leave it solid, the natural color it was. But like I said, y'all, I had to be different. It had been a long time since I had colored my actual hair. And when I used to wear my braids, like box braids, and my twists with synthetic hair, I used to buy color. That was my way of adding color without having to actually color my real hair. So my natural hair has been color free since like 2019 or so. So I was excited, and that was a big mistake. I should have did that. I should have kept it simple and basic, but I didn't. So now I am paying the price for it. Let me think. Another thing is I chose to do the 2-point rotation, and I'm still pleased with it. But I did notice that some of my locks were having holes in them, what they call it. You have had holes in them, where I could basically put my finger through the middle of the lock at the root. And so those I had to go back and try to repair the best way that I can. And those that I couldn't, I just left them because, you know, it's part of the journey. All of it is part of the journey. It's um I used to spray it every day with my little mister right here, but I don't, and I think I should start back because it's super hot outside. So it's like you going out, it's hot, your hair is dry, your hair is drying out, and you can feel it, the difference. So I just added some biotin oil and some water to this continuous mister, and I just spray it, you know, try to spray it twice a day so I can have some moisture. It's important to spray your roots because your hair needs moisture in order to grow and to retain. You need the water to help retain the moisture and lock it in. So I add a little oil. Sometimes I put leave-in conditioner on the ends. Another reason is why it's so dry is from the clarifying shampoo. When I use that, I don't use any conditioner, especially if my hair has a lot of buildup or it's really itchy from being dry. So I just wash it with the clarifying shampoo and then I let it air dry. So I washed my hair on Friday before I went and got my kids from school. And then on the way out the door, I just left my hair down, let it air dry, and it was like 106. So by the time I got home, even though I had the windows up in the car and the air is on, by the time I got home, within maybe 30 minutes of picking them up, my hair was dry all the way. Maybe not so much at the root, but them ends and maybe up to here was dry. And I didn't put no moisture on. I just threw it in a ponytail. Then the weekend came and my hair was in the ponytail for the whole weekend. So today I'm doing some TLC to it, adding some moisture, some water, a little oil, and then a little foam wrap lotion to roll it up. Oh, this is my real hair. Here, y'all. And see, this is one of my test. No, this was not a test lock. This was one that I combined because it was two small ones. And I never did put the hair back on there. And as you can see, my hair is almost just as long. Oh, here's another one. It's almost just as long as the extension. The only reason why I went for the extension is because I didn't want to go through that shrinkage, y'all. I'm just going to be honest. I did not want to go through the shrinkage. And you see, my hair is very like 3A-ish in the back. The front is like 4A. Not 3A, it's like 4A in the back, about 4B the front or so. Okay, we back. I gotta keep touching the screen. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna have to fix that later because that's annoying. Anywho, so yeah, so that's another thing. I was just touching bases on. What kind of hurt it was keeping it moisturized and things of that nature. So the touch on is, oh, that's too much. Get this long ass charger. Alright, there we go. Another thing I want to touch on is you want to make sure that you're not adding a lot of heavy products like gels and stuff. The only gel I put on my hair is around the edges, and I try to use control, but at the same time I try not to, because the edge control gets caked up on your edges and then you have all these flakes and dandruff looking things, and I don't like that. It makes me have to wash my hair more often, so I try to stay away from that unless I'm going out and I want them edges slick, laid, and not moving no more. Oh man, I couldn't do this like that. Hold on. Something loose. It's okay. Up residue around the edges, so I try to stay away from edge control. I will use like Eco Styling Gel, and I will spray like a little Gots to Be styling spray to just hold it down. It is hot and it's humid and sweaty and stuff outside, so most of the time the edges do sweat off. But if I'm gonna apply it, I'm just gonna apply a little bit. Probably enough to just get a cute picture in. Oh, look, okay. I'm glad I just came across these because I have been adding hair, curly hair on the end, to do a little experiment to see if I'm going to actually invest my money and time into getting some curly extensions and just adding the very, like unraveling some and adding the end so that I won't have this problem right here, the budding. That's part of the process, but I don't like it. I don't want my ends curly. It makes, to me, it makes it looks more feminine and girly. And so that's why I want to add the curly ends to it. I'm just having fun with these locks until my hair grows to this length. And then all that adding hair and stuff, I won't be doing that no more. But yeah, I didn't want to go through the stages of, the short hair stage. I didn't want to go through that stage. I wanted to have my luscious locks however I wanted them. So I went ahead and installed them how I wanted the vision to look. And this is the last piece. Do I have a piece of hair added here? And I just basically, in fact, I can show y'all. So y'all see how this one is all wonky and got hair sticking out and the ends are sealed. So this is what I did to add the hair on the ends. I cut some hair from a Wet Wavy wig that I don't wear no more. Let me get some of that hair off the end. And I just take a amount about the same thickness as my lock. Where the hair was cut from, it's a little bit blunt, but from me pulling, it kind of made it more tapered. So I take this, the ends on this kind of freezy, but the little boost will bring it back. So I take my hair, I line it up with about at least an inch to grab onto. Take my little crochet needle. This is a 0.75, hard to see, but yeah, it's a 0.75. I take it and I go in with the hook part in front, and I go in behind, and I grab some of the extension hair, bring it to the top with the front, hold it, pull, and as you pull, these little hairs are going to be grabbing on the end of the hook. And I just go in and out, front to back. And it don't feel that secure. There we go. Once you get a good hook, you can feel it. And I'm just gonna go in and out, in and out, in and out. And then I'm like twisting the hair like you would do a single twist. I'm twisting it around as I go. Twine it with the end of this lock and keep going and going and going. And then once I bring it out, I kind of go down some and just work my way down. At the bottom, this right here is where my lock ended. Right there. I'm just gonna tighten that end up. You can make this as seamless or not as seamless as you like, because for one, who's gonna be all up close on you to see your imperfections of your locks? They better not be. They closest on you. So boom. Add a little hair and put a little loosey loose so you can get all these little hairs to come together. So boom, just like that. And then this top part, I was thinking about crocheting it down, like fold it down and feed it in, but I don't want it to be too bulky. So I could choose to leave it, but I'm not. I'm just gonna cut it. Let's see, can't really see it good. And then those little pieces, I'm going to they way down here with the wrong spot. Yes, you just crochet these little pieces in. Just grab them. You want to like lock it in. It's not really a crochet. I'm just gonna lock it in and pull it up. And you can make it tight. And lock those fuzzies that's sticking out. And I got most of the little hairs in. And then that's it. So let me go fix this. And it's gonna get hot in this bathroom. And so since it's kind of long, I'm gonna clip about right there. And that's it. That's how I'm gonna add my little extensions to the end. I do have some that are short, especially in the front, and it makes it look full, but it also makes it bulky like, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna add some hair to the end like this, and it's gonna extend it, make it a little bit longer, and then it's gonna be how I like it, how I want it basically. Just make sure I ain't leaving nothing out. It's gonna be the last part I roll up. Just add a little mousse, incorporate it, and then we're going to roll it. Now see how this piece is longer than the rest? It's all good. I'm gonna be the same length. Twist it on up. That is it. Now, I think I'm gonna go as far as even spraying it. Do I got some holding spray? I got this got to be. I'm gonna spray a little bit just so. When I take them down, they're gonna hold it a little bit better. Ooh. And I do have this hooded dryer thing I can put on my head. I can put this on and turn the blow dryer on. I got this off of Amazon. Take me about $10. You just attach it right here. And it came with some, like an ear muff. So you can wrap around your ears or your ears won't burn. And then you take your blow dryer right here. You stick it in through the end. You go ahead and strap it. And then you plug it up. Turn it on. That's low. And you got high. So if I was in a rush, I would use this, but I ain't in no rush. When I go outside and clean their yard and water my plants, I heard I'm dry. So hot out there, it might fucking crisp. But anyways, oh, I'm like, how are you coming up? I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of here. It's been about 35 minutes. I'm gonna go in here and cook some dinner because I'm hungry. And put that back in there. And then once I take these in, I'm just gonna run a little oil on it. That's gonna be it. So thank anybody who comes in and watch my little video. I'm trying to get my subscribers up. So if you're watching, please subscribe for more lock journey videos. I have been slacking because I've been busy. When you're busy, you ain't got time to record everything, but I'm gonna try to make more time for it. And yeah, before I go, let's get into these nails that I did. I did these nails a couple days ago. I haven't had my nails done in a minute. I have a whole nail, like at home nail studio stuff that I be messing with. So yeah, I did these. I thought these was cute, real easy. I love this color. I love the little gold accent. That's the bomb. Anyway, y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to subscribe, and comment your thoughts, your opinions, your questions. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace.